Hey guys, I'm a BMX flatlander. My name's Mario Carelsi and I ride for Team Extreme, and I'm going to be showing you some BMX tips and hints. I'm going to show you how to do a tail whip on a BMX bike. This is a really good move and it's used in a lot of aspects of BMX as well. It's not necessarily a flatland trick, it can be used on the ramps, it can be used in park, it can be incorporated in a jump. But today we're going to look at the flatland version, which is the basic version of a tail whip, and all the other variations actually come from that. So basically a tail whip, it is what it says it is. It's the tail end of your bike is going to come round and you're going to land on it again and you're going to pedal away. Right, the first section of this trick, you're going to need to kick the frame round basically, but you need to get into the position to allow yourself to do that. So you'd be riding along at a normal angle, you'd pick your side which you want to go to, and you can almost do like a little can-can. You're going to step your free foot over the frame to the side, so you'll either be on the peg or the pedal. You can kick the frame round with either, it doesn't really matter, and that's where you want to be. So you're going to go from this side to this side, so almost you're going to ride along like that, or on the back peg like that. That's your first stage. Once you're comfortable with rolling along in that position without the bike tipping this way or that way, just keep yourself steady and you'll find that it'll be quite easy to roll. I mean, before that you can learn your stances. Once you've learned to stand on your pegs, which is the very basics of moves, backs, sides, all this will become easier. So you're going to ride along, you're going to step over into your can-can position. I'm going to do it from the back pegs because I find it easier that way. Then when you're ready, you're going to be putting your foot in the tyre and on the forks. Now your foot is going to jam in here, so realistically this acts as your brake. You can use your brake as well, which I like to do just as a backup, but you can do it without brakes. It doesn't have to necessarily be a trick for only people with brakes. You can do it brakeless. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be riding along with your foot on your pedal or your peg, and your opposite foot that you put over the frame is going to stand on the tyre. So basically you want to be in that position. Now you're going to put your foot in the tyre sideways. You don't really want to jam it in like that, because that's really going to force the bike to go up too high, and you might get stuck as well if you've got a large gap in your forks. So it's best to go sideways. That covers all aspects. You're right on the tyre and you're right in the fork of the bike, and that's not really going to go anywhere. You're pretty safe there, especially if you've got the brake as well. It gives you more of a standing surface as well, a bit more of an area. Then the stage after that, which is the hard bit, is actually kicking the frame round. Now to do that, you have to remember that this foot is going to be in there, this foot's going to be on the peg. So what I would do is I pull the brake slightly, not a lot, just so the bike leaves the ground when I'm in that position. As soon as I feel the back wheel come off, this leg, I want to kick the frame round. So basically you're going to be doing that. So even if you practice this on the flat ground, it's quite nice to do it this way because you get the feel of the trick. So stand quite close to the tyre, put the brake on and kick the frame round. That's basically what a tail whip is going to look like. So once you've mastered that on the ground, the next section is going to be thinking about actually landing the trick. Now to do that, obviously when the frame's swinging round and you've kicked it round, you want to take your body weight and your foot is already going to be on the wheel. You're going to need to stand up slightly. You don't want this foot touching the ground at all. The whole idea is to do this whole trick without anything touching the ground. So when the bike gets to around about 180 degrees, you're going to want to be in that position on the bike while it's still floating round. You're going to be standing up on the tyre with your brake on, or not if the case may be, your foot jammed in the forks, and it's going to be doing that. So then after that, all you've got to worry about is landing the trick. Now I do it off the peg so that I can actually set my pedals for the trick. If I did it off the pedal, my pedals would be like that, which means if I landed a bit incorrectly, it'd be quite hard to pedal away with your pedal up vertical like this. Much easier if it's down this way. So therefore I stand on the peg so I can set my pedals before I actually do the trick. So I know that when I'm coming out, I've got a good chance of it still being in this position. I can land on the frame and on the pedal and ride away. So basically when you come round, you're going to be looking for this foot to land on the frame, preferably near the seat post area. Anywhere will do, but here you have more control. If you can land there, the bike will come round to you like that, and then all you actually have to do is step down onto the pedal and ride away. And that's your basic flatland tail whip on a BMX bicycle.